Um, Hello guys, this is Niveta, UR14CS324, and in this experiment we are going to see how to create a trigger in MySQL database. So the first they have given a set of questions to be solved. So first create a trigger to prevent the same car booked by customer at the same date. So create or replace trigger. Then after that we have to use insert. I need to insert on car booking which table, and for each row or each column you have to mention it. I have to insert it for each row. Then the query part, when new booking dates equal to old booking date and new customer id is equal to old customer id, we just need to begin the program. What we have to display is dbms output dot put line car already booked, and we need to end the trigger. Then trigger will be created. And the second question is raise application error if the customer is not the member. Create or replace trigger tr1 before when we need to raise this, we just need to mention before or after when we need to create the trigger. I just need to create the trigger before it is going to be executed, so I'm using before. And insert or update on which table name car booking, for each row I need to update. So the query part, when new dot customer id is not equal to old dot customer id, begin. And at that time when it is not equal, I just need to raise the application that you are not a member, that I need to display the error that you are not a member, and need to end the trigger. So trigger will be created. And the next question, third question is create a trigger to update the price details whenever a new car is added. So whenever the car is added, we just need to update the details. So create or replace trigger, the trigger name before or after. So after the car is added, I just need to update the details. So after I'm using. Then insert on car details, and for each rows as usual, and we have to use begin. Now the query part, insert into price detail, the table name, car id, car type, base price per day, and the values are new car id, new car type, new base price per day, and we need to end it. And now trigger will be created. And the fourth question is create a trigger to delete the record in the car details table. Corresponding row has to be removed from the price table. So whenever we delete a record, the row has to be removed from the table. That is the question. And so now we are going to create a trigger. Create or replace trigger, trigger name, after delete on car details, for each row begin. So delete from price details, the table name where car id is equal to old car id. So dbms dot output line, it should give us deleted. The fifth question is create a trigger that will perform you the update the price on the last day of the month. So on the last day of the month, on every last day of the month, the prices should be updated. So first is create or replace trigger, the trigger name before, update on price details for each row. So when this date is equal to last date, last date, the bracket, when we are giving this date, it will compare the last date and the this date. When it comes for the last date, it will begin the program. So now the beginning of the program, db dot output line. So now update function is going to happen. So and the ending of the trigger. So now the trigger will be created. The sixth question is create a trigger that will display number of booking when new bookings are added. So whenever new bookings are added, it should display the number of booking numbers. So create or replace trigger name after the bookings are added. So insert on car booking, for each row declare numbers equal to number. So I'm declaring the nums equal to number, begin. Select count star into num for car booking. So when we are giving select count star, it will display the booking table. So then dbms dot output line number, and ending of the trigger will be created. The seventh question, display the above created trigger. So above, from the table we just need to create a trigger. So alter trigger a disable. So if we need to disable the trigger we have created already, we just need to give alter trigger, the trigger name, and disable. It will be disabled. And drop the created trigger. So I need to drop the trigger from trigger 8. So drop trigger and the trigger name, table name. And ninth question is display the count of each car being booked. So create or replace trigger, the trigger name after every car is booked, we just need to show the count. So insert on car booking for each row. Then I need to declare numbers equal to number, the data type is number, and the variable number of variables is 2, and id, data type is number, and variable is 3. And now the beginning of the program. Now the query part is being written. Select car id, count star into id number from car booking, and I need to group it by the car ID. Only the car ID name should be displayed with the counts. So it is displayed. When we give select count star, the number of cars which is being booked will be displayed, and dbms.output.line d will give the output, and now the program is ended.